Hi everyone, today I'm going to make Courtney Luna's cornbread muffins. I'm Anita from Ketogenic Woman, and this is where I show you how I've lost 145 pounds making recipes like this and following an animal-based ketogenic diet. Okay, so let's go over what's in these cornbread muffins. Amazingly simple ingredients. We have ground chicken. This has already been cooked. Courtney recommends in the recipe to cook it, like she fries it in a pan. And when I made my first set of muffins, I fried mine in a pan. But today I baked this in my Ninja air fryer for 15 minutes at 350. A quarter cup of melted butter, or 4 tablespoons, half a stick, 5 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of flavored extract, and I'll talk more about what kind later, and 1.5 cups of pork rinds, bring them here. So these I ground myself because I ran out of the pork panko. I actually prefer the pork panko, but you know, you can buy these from the grocery store. Pork panko is something that you have to order normally. So 5 ingredients, and so we're almost ready to assemble it. Before we make this a super tasty recipe, I want to thank the sponsors of today's video, which is Element. Element is a wonderful electrolyte drink, comes in many tasty flavors, has a science-backed formula of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. I find it very useful for myself to stay hydrated and to prevent leg cramps. Right now, Element is offering to my subscribers this 8 flavor sample pack. It contains 8 of their wonderful flavors, including the raw element, which is what I am using these days. This will be put directly in your cart with any purchase from the Element website using my link that is on the screen or also below in the video notes. That is drinkelement.com/ketogenicwoman. That's drinkelement.com/ketogenicwoman. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so I'm going to use a blender today for this. I know that you can also use a food processor, but my food processor is not big enough. It worked the other day when I made these. I made these a different shape too. I used my bun pan as opposed to the muffin pan I'm going to use today. So in a blender, I'm going to put the cooked ground chicken, just going to basically dump it in there, and 5 eggs. I am going to talk a little bit more about the cookbook and some variations on this recipe in just a few moments, but I want to get it going in the oven, and then we'll do that. I'm going to get a stick. Need this for pushing the stuff down once I get it going. Okay, so let's talk about the extract. So in Courtney's recipe, which is on page 90 of her cookbook, by the way, she uses sweet corn extract, 1 teaspoon. I could not get that. I couldn't get any type of corn extract. On Amazon.ca, I think it was about $60 or $70 for a little bottle of corn extract. And I thought, okay, that's not gonna happen. I did find this butter extract, and I think it'll be a good substitute. The other day when I made these, I used a teaspoon of banana extract, and I swear this tastes and smells like banana bread, but without, you know, all the sugary sweetness. I mean, you know, it's up to you if you want to add, you know, some allulose or something like that, but I'm going without these days, and I actually really love these, and they taste amazing toasted. So I'm hoping that the butter extract will be a good substitute for the cornbread to get more of a savory, you know, to eat with chili or soup or something like that. So that's what I'm going for today. Smells good. And 4 tablespoons, quarter cup, half a stick of softened butter. I tried to just soften it, but I ended up melting it, to be honest. But I think that's okay. I set my oven to 350. Oh, and the pork rinds. Almost forgot. So I'm going to turn this on. This is a Ninja hot and cold blender, by the way, with a glass jar. Every time I use it, people ask me for the link to it, but I have not been able to find the exact one. So I would just look for a glass jar blender on Amazon or wherever you shop. Because this one, I believe, is discontinued, or at least I'm not able to find it. Anyways, that's an aside. I'm going to blend at medium. About 30 seconds should do it. Yeah, it's very smooth. Okay, the oven's warming up. It's 350 degrees. I have sprayed the pans. We're going to use 8 wells because in her recipe it's 8 servings. But I just sprayed the whole thing with. Just use whatever you like. You can use butter, tallow, whatever you normally use for your muffin pans. I'm gonna get these in to 8. Try to make 8 even servings. I don't know. This is the hard part sometimes. While we're waiting for the oven to warm up, I just want to say a couple things about the book. It's really a beautiful book. Every recipe has big pictures. I actually really love that. I do not like recipe books that do not have a picture for every recipe. I really don't. The other thing that is cool, it's got the best index. So not only does it have the index where you can search things, the normal index, but my favorite part is the actual visual index. You can look through and go, oh, well, that looks amazing. Swedish meatballs, page 180. So you get that visual so that you know what you're making before you even go over there. Also, what it has in here, there's a little thing on appliances. Of course, an explanation on the various aspects of following a carnivore diet. There is a meal plan to follow. So this is, I've never really followed a meal plan for carnivore, but I get a lot of questions about it. So there are people that really need some help with deciding, well, here's my oven. What should I eat? Well, not only do you have, the pictures of the meals, but what page the recipe is on, a standard carnivore meal plan for a week. And then you have dairy-free carnivore meal plan for a week and lion diet for a week. So I just think that is extremely useful. So thank you, Courtney, for your beautiful book. Congratulations on your beautiful book. I will have links below. It is available for pre-order on Amazon, and I'm sure there's lots of other places, not here in Canada, but in the US. So I'll try to figure out where it is selling right now. Okay, so these are going to go into the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. We'll see you in the next segment when we come back. Okay, here we are. We have the muffins out of the oven, so they were in there. I actually let them go for an extra 5 minutes. They were in there for 35 minutes. At 350 degrees, I just felt like I wanted them to get a little bit browner, and so now they look really good. Let's give it a try. Okay. They are still warm. There, look at that. I'm gonna give this a taste test. I have some butter here. Nothing like a hot, buttered muffin from the oven.
Okay.
That is a great savory muffin. I do like the butter extract in it. I wish I could get some corn extract to give that a try, but I'll put a link down for the US Amazon corn extract. It's much more reasonable price than here in Canada, so that you can try that for yourself. But it just goes to show that you can change the things. You can add, you know, some other seasonings, extracts to make these taste the way you like them. I see many possibilities, including things like adding some bacon, all kinds of things. There's nothing like a great savory muffin to have in the fall and winter, along with some soup. So thanks again, Courtney Luna, for your wonderful book. I can hardly wait to try some more of the recipes, and I will. And you know, I love that many of them are family friendly, because I could make something like this when the family comes over for a meal. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post them below, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
I forgot to say that the macros.
I do have the macros for you. The macros are per muffin, 243 calories, 21.2 grams of protein, 18 grams of fat, and 0.4 total carbs. So there you go.
Are we done? Yes. I wonder if they're almost still a little too warm. I'm gonna burn my tongue.